Hello, this is Jenny. I'll be reviewing an article titled Generalization in a Child's Oppositional Behavior Across Home and School Settings. This is from the Journal of Applied Behavior Analysis. So this was a fascinating article to review. So in this particular study, it was a single subject study with a 9-year-old boy who was showing some co-varying behavior across settings. So his mother was reporting that he was being oppositional at home, but his teacher was reporting that there were no issues or opposition in the classroom or in the school setting. So in this particular study, they were investigating a type of generalization that's called a behavioral contrast. So this is where a behavior can change in opposite directions across two different conditions. So they used an ABAB experimental analysis to see if the boy's behavior would change as a function of his mother's parenting techniques and the parenting training interventions that were conducted in the study through multiple phases. So the dependent variable was child opposition that was measured through noncompliance, and something called negative approach, which was any physical or verbal complaint or coercion, threats, any sort of actions like a temper tantrum or an outburst. The independent variable were the parent training phases. And so this followed an ABAB study design. So the first A was the baseline observation data that was collected. The first B was the actual treatment, so these phases of parent training. The second A was the withdrawal of those parenting intervention training sessions, and that second B represented a reintroduction of the parent intervention. So they followed up with that second A. The second B represented some booster training sessions that they conducted and held for the mother. So the results were that behavioral contrast was correctly predicted. So there was oppositional behavior at home and school that were contingent on the mother's social attention. That was the main variable that was being manipulated in the parenting training phases. So functional control was demonstrated by means of prediction. So there was support for the behavioral contrast as hypothesized. So there were decreases in oppositional behavior at home when the mother decreased her inappropriate social attention, and likewise there were increases in oppositional behavior at school when we saw decreases in the mother's attention at home. So functional control was demonstrated there through use of prediction, through verification of measures to ensure proper methodology, and through replication precision. Thank you much. Have a good one.